It's Week 15 of the National Football League. We'll see Baker Mayfield, after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They felt they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Henry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Runs over it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 77 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Mayfield on play action. They're going right back to Hamler. Touchdown, LA! KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive with 4 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by KJ Hamler. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
First down, Mayfield. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Cup. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, possession. This is likely the last play here of this first half. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll throw now on the final play. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Rams, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's more on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Out of the gun. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. They run a draw here on second down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So another third down conversion. And now they've got a first and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins from a yard out. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returning it is Moore. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield, he finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Mayfield. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he's got some space here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit and try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. from the gun. They'll try to run it. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.